Hello again. Here playing Noise with Pawnshop and Wyldside, conveniently in our opening hand. And he's Nisei Division, so this could be a shorter game than I want it to be, given my whole Wyldside thing, where I just grind out viruses. Should definitely be interesting. Okay, pretty straightforward start from him. Just do a bit of setup. I've hardly played against this. Oh, never mind, this is Nisei Division. I was thinking it was Harmony Medtech. Yeah, this is Psy Games. Woo! Yeah, I definitely haven't played much against this. That's probably Caprice, and we're gonna see some snowflakes, I imagine. Okay. Clone chips are good, not so much yet. Face checking naked is pretty dangerous when he has $7. Can actually draw again. Another Wyldside. Sure. Just get a bit of cash. So I've got these alternate art Wildsides in real life from the promos. Trying to find a deck that'll actually be good in. And now we're getting alternate art Aesop's Pawnshop, so it's gotta be a thing, right? Wow. Still pretty terrified to check that. Let's just install stuff and get money. Yeah. Install stuff, get money. Seems like a good turn. It's gonna get crazy when he starts motioning things. Okay, Grimoire is good to see. Because I sure am going to install viruses. Whatever could it be in there? Well, we have 6 cards. The only one I really want is this Pawnshop. Play the Pawnshop. Take the bait. And get rid of the tag. If it's allowed to be a snare. It's a fetal AI. Interesting. Is this a flatline deck? Worries me a little bit. Huh. Gonna draw. Oh, cerebral cast. Need some brain damage here. What does Ring say about this? Ring says 1. I lost. We'll take a brain damage. So maybe it's like a tag and bag. And he's just taking Nisei Division. Kind of cramps my style a bit. Got cash though. That's always a good way to go. Can't EMP me if I don't actually run. Try to keep my bank up in case of a C source. Because if he's trying to tag me and then the cerebral cast and the C source, could be a thing that he's trying to do. Alright. Still haven't seen a breaker. I am running breakers, in case you were curious about that. Put out the imp. I think that's also a fetal. I don't know. Kind of strange. Just mill him a little more. I'll have to run these eventually in case they're Jacksons. But I'm going to say I don't need to run them yet. Ideally, I could find some breakers like Crypsis. I've got the Anarch Suite here as well. Yeah, he purges, that's fine. Pretty fine with me. Just keep doing my thing. Now that Upstock is out, we've got even more cheap viruses. We've got the Lamprey as well as the Gorman Drip at 1. Another Caprice going down. Okay. So let's pawn that. Next turn we'll pawn our imp. Could have pawned the imp last turn actually. Didn't really think about it. Yeah, let's see what this is now that I've got 5 cards. It's a snare. Alright. Definitely don't want that tag. And in case of triple EMP, I want another card. Like if Wyldside is ever good, against Jinteki is where it's the best. You just get cards all the time that you would have had to draw anyway. Yep, so now I'm a little nervous to run that. It's feeding my Gorman Drip, that's cool. Let's pawn the imp. So what's happened this turn? Is that probably a snare too? I guess we really don't know. Could be a Jackson. Not attached to any of these cards specifically. It's a snare as well. That's not that surprising. Lost 2 cards I didn't care about, and one that would have been a little nice to have. Okay, Corroder. That's useful. Would also not mind Data Sucker. But at least I'm getting Parasites loaded up. So my clone ships can do that. Cerebral cast, yeah. Mind games. Ring says 0. Succeed the size struggle. It's pretty depressing for Corp whenever that happens. They're like, yeah, 2 in 3 chance for this glorious thing to happen. And then you're like, nope. I will pay 0. Okay. In another turn or 2, I'm going to actually start. I'll sell the Pawnshop. Or I'll sell Wyldside, rather. Get cash from Katie and start actually running like an Anarch should. He might purge this turn. I'm okay with that. 6 mils in there. Always melanging. Interesting. Okay, well I gotta get in there now. I mean, this is basically my best chance at not getting ruined by something terrifying. I could still easily die here, but letting him have this is also complete. Also a loss if you can just take money all day. Didn't expect special order, did ya? Okay. Does the hedge fund thing? Sure. I draw Mimic naturally. That's fine. Use my Garmin trip. Start the yeah, I'll start the Corroder and I'll put money on Katie again. Out of these cards, it would be prudent to keep this Mimic in case I get taken out by a Grim. I'm going to try being prudent. We're going to get rid of the Lamprey. So next turn we'll go into archives and see what we picked up. Not really convinced I care about that. So let's do our checklist for running this archives. Got enough cards to not die to like cheat queues. Only 1 ice, so there can't be Inazuma shenanigans. Yeah, let's give her a go. I can just parasite to death any sort of Kamainu or Inazuma. Okay, it's Ichi, Caprice. I'm fine with that. Do I want to kill that? Or just click through it? If I do the trace, he won't pay that much. That'll be 4th action. I might discard cards. I'm just gonna break it and keep my actions. I want to spend them playing some of these cards. Mind games say 2. Fail. It's not the end of the world. Let's cash up. Now I could take money from Katie, but I don't think I'll do that. Oh, there's definitely stuff in there now. Definitely. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start this now. And I won't have to use a token from this. 7 cards left. That's pretty well enough for me to sell this. I don't want to completely go empty, or he can just net damage me out. Let's run. I'll click through an Ichi one if he has another one of those. Kamainu is okay from this. Tsurugi's okay from this. Can't archer me. Yeah, pop is fine. Snowflake! Yeah, I'm not taking any chances with that. I'm just gonna break it. Okay, successful run has occurred. Trash a June bug off the top. That's good to know that's in there. Get rid of that Caprice. So now I've got options. I can do that again for 2 cards that are fresh. Or I could go in here and fight Caprice. As a general rule, I don't like fighting Caprice. I think it's just quite tedious. So let's just go in here. I could parasite this down first, but I'd rather parasite something that I can't deal with otherwise. Dirty laundry here. Pay 2. Pay 2. Wants to react now? Oh. Putting in non-agenda cards. Or snares, I guess. Yeah, he's got to be putting in snares right now. If I get snared, I might die to EMPs, but he can't have a lot of EMPs and a lot of scorches. The question is, should I access only 1 card? That actually seems kind of wise right now. Cool. Take an NAPD. Jack out. Do I want 12 from KD in case of C-Source? Seems kind of fine. I do like about this guy that it's Yume. Like, oh, Cerebral Cast, kind of as I thought. It'd be funny if he didn't even have 2 Scorches, like if he had like 1 Scorch and it was just bluffing the entire time. Ring says 2. Succeeds again. Oh, poor bastard. I tried this card a fair number of times. That there's so much rage inducing whenever you fail to land it. So much rage. So is that an Ash, do you think? Or another Caprice in there? Really quite curious about this. The question is if I'm curious enough to actually run that. I mean, Overwriter basically is pretty bad. Could see 3 cards, potentially killing myself. Could try here. He doesn't have a ton of cash, so there's a chance that he'll pay for ice here, and then I can check that out. Or I can imp those scorches away. That would make you quite happy. That's why the imp is here, basically. Get rid of combo pieces. He will not res, and will this be like a quandary or something? No. I am in your HQ getting data sucker tokens. Scorched Earth, get out. Force trash at no cost. Oh imp, you are a hero. Truly. Now that I've got 3 sucker tokens, I'm feeling a lot better about running here. Does not res approach dice. That's too bad for him because now the Ichi is dead. And we're gonna play some mind games. Ring says 1. Fail. Do I go again, given that there's 6 mills in there, or do I try to snipe his agenda? It's gotta be like a Nisei or something. And he must think that's safe? Like, what could it be? Lotus Field it could be. That's reasonable. Doesn't have any points though. I'm not desperate to get in there when he has 0 points. Like, yeah, Nisei Mark II is pretty bad for me, but Ring says 1. He bids 0. Okay. Let's give her again. He bids 2. Okay, well he's spent some cash. Not much though because of his ability. But I am pleased that I got rid of one of the Scorches. Next turn I'll maybe run again. Could use a Nerve Agent, but I think that also could kill me. My MU is also full if I want to have Parasite available. It's just an NAPD. I'm okay with that. So this must be a Caprice as well. And let's pawn that. I love pawning daily casts for the extra $1 a turn earlier. It's so satisfying. Okay. Let's go in here again. Get rid of another Scorch. Pup, don't care, $21. Future perfect. This could be a game-winning sigh. Big spin with the ring. Ring says 2. Pays 1. That's fine. I can trash with imp, right? If I fail the side striker, or does it have to be before? Alright, quick rules reference. Let's Google this. The rules in this game are so ambiguous. Before you can use ability, you can still imp it. Like, you can't imp a snare, but like after the effect. Okay. Cool. So I actually want to go in again with the other imp. Do I? No. Not overly. I think I want to go in here and try to get it. And then I'll draw for 4th action. Really still worrying about snare tags. Let's do some mind games. Go Caprice, go. Ring says 1. Well, at long last, this has occurred. Let us get in here. Taking the fetal. Put me to 6. Still need the future perfect. Trash the Caprice. Mind game says pay 2. Fail. Alright. Now if I run and it's... Is there any way I can get tagged if I run my 4th action now? Again, to try to take that. Seems pretty good. I mean, that could be philotic. No, it can't. It's an upgrade. Ring says 0. Nope. I think he's bidding randomly. I haven't noticed any sort of pattern in there so far. I think I sold the Wyldside at the right time. Even though I do have to draw now, it gives me a little more, it gave me freedom when I needed it. Alright, let's see if we can get this future perfect thing, close it up. Yes, he did bid randomly, or psyched me out and bid 0. So there you have it, kind of an interesting game. Getting the Wyldside first turn with a sure gamble is a really great way to start off. Pretty well drew everything. All we didn't see was the Yogg, the Crypsis, 2 more suckers, all which would have been nice to have, but as it turned out, I had full MU anyway most of the time. True, it does not. I mean, if you had it early enough, it could have done a little bit, but... Kamanu, yeah. Thought it might be, but more afraid of... I don't know what I was most afraid of. Like, it couldn't even be archer. I guess it could be... Yeah, he was pretty dead in the water. Did he have scorches? Anyway, thanks for watching. Kind of a neat game. Take care.